Hey, BIS 301. Um, little extra video here. No points involved, so you can decide right now to turn it off or watch it. But this is just for your benefit. You may get something out of it. It's up to you, okay? I want to talk to you about the discussion board in that second module, the levels of discipline. I'm just parked at ASU right now. Okay, so, all right. Let's talk about this. Okay. First of all, I had mentioned this or stated it in the instructions, lectures, okay, some presentations. First of all, I said this clearly. Disciplines need to be capitalized in this course, especially because we're talking about them as proper nouns, right? We're talking about history as a proper noun, not as the history of, smoking. We're talking about psychology as a discipline. Okay, disciplines are capitalized. If it's not capitalized, it didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, hey, I met Kevin Hart outside. I was out there. You know what? No pictures. It didn't happen. Right? No capitalization. It didn't happen. Come on. I said this. Let's have some discipline when it comes to the disciplines. This course, interesting enough, has a lot about discipline, the self-discipline, and how we write, how we look at the world, how we look at disciplines. Okay, the readings have been really specific. You should be knowing what a discipline is and what it isn't. Discipline is a silo of knowledge, more or less. Metaphors are used a lot in this field. Um, and there's separate silos of knowledge: history, psychology, economics, poli-sci, those things. Use them, capitalize them. I said that. If you didn't capitalize them in the discussion boards, you got dinged for it. Okay, I mean that's just the way it is, right? Okay. Secondly, I stated this too. Occupations are not disciplines. In the instructions, I said you need to name the disciplines. Then you can go to the occupations. So if you just gave me teachers, that's not a discipline. Police officers is not a discipline. Okay? You needed to name the disciplines. This is what we're talking about. We are in the academy of scholarship right now, university. Okay? Transdisciplinary can move beyond, and frankly, if there's no disciplines there, then I'd like to see a couple because it goes beyond the disciplines. By the way, trans is not without boundaries across disciplines. I don't know what that means. I've seen a few things of that nature. Transdisciplinary goes beyond, and I've given you the definition on that one. Intradisciplinary is not interdisciplinary. Intra is a single discipline, one discipline. Okay, all right. So let's see. IDS is not all the disciplines. Okay, it's not coming together. If you didn't mention integration when you talked about your interdisciplinary committee, what else am I supposed to say? I've made integration an Easter egg like 3 times. I've said it, and there's still some people who just fail, don't want to use it. Integration, I'm giving up, trying to give up on integration. I'm cutting down, right? Okay, so also as a housekeeping measure, I think I set up the discussion boards wrong. I'm noticing people are commenting on other people's discussion posts before they do their own. It shouldn't be able to do that. You shouldn't be able to look at someone else's and have them help form your post. Your post should be your post. Because guess what? If you're looking at somebody who's doing it incorrectly, it's going to affect you. Trust me. You're going to question what you're doing. Do what you think is best. Don't go by someone else's. I got to shut that off so you can't see any posts until you post. Okay. All right. All right. So, all right. Let's see. So here's what we're going to say here. Also, I want to talk real quick about the pyramid again. Okay. The bottom of that pyramid was intradisciplinary, one discipline, single disciplinary. Let's go, it's psychologists, practicing psychology. Psychology is a discipline, psychology is an occupation. That's a single discipline. That's intradisciplinary. Okay? All right. Cross-disciplinary, using one discipline to see through another discipline. Okay, again, I used mathematics of music. Okay, you could look at history through economics, economics through history. It's crossing through. It's not a double, It's not two disciplines working side by side. It's a singular discipline. And when I'm saying this also, some people seem to be confused about the amount of people this involves. Seem to think that the interdisciplinary involves like one person or many people that have two disciplines. No, interdisciplinary could be a single person. I'm an interdisciplinarian, but it could also be in the form of a committee or multiple people that represent different disciplines themselves, but they're working together in an interdisciplinary process to what? Integrate, right? Even though they're all singular disciplines, they're integrating. That's their endeavor. Just like as an interdisciplinary, if I have two concentrations or more, you know, I've studied African American history studies. I've studied human rights. I've studied ideology. I've studied film and media studies. Okay, film and media production. I can put all this together, interdisciplinary. I can put some of two of them, but it's always two or more. Okay, so intra, cross, multi. Multi, just keep them separate. Stay in your lane. Some people use that. I'm glad because I mentioned it. Good for you. Use that term. Stay in your lane. The psychology, the history, the economics, the poli-sci, they're all staying in their own lane. Who is it? Well, in this case, the psychologist, historian, economist, and political scientist. Stay in their lane. Multidisciplinary, not integrating. And interdisciplinary could be the same for people, but now they're trying to integrate. Like that, hand puppets. Okay, they're trying to integrate. That's a different interdisciplinary. And transdisciplinary goes beyond historians, psychologists, political scientists, economists practicing psychology, history, economics, political science. They're going beyond it by including business owners, victims' families, students, teachers. Those are not disciplines, right? Students aren't disciplines. Teachers aren't disciplines. Doctors aren't disciplines. Okay? All right? So be specific. This is where you got to step up your game and be specific. Think of what you're saying. Okay? Think of what you're writing. Be clear. All right? Now here's the deal. Here's what I'm going to do. You made it this far through this video. If you don't like the score you got on your discussion board, all right? All right? I want you have until Friday, midnight, okay? Today's Wednesday. You can post another main post. Post another main post. If you could then send me an email telling me you posted it, because I'm not sure it's going to tell me or not. It should, but you might want to and just say, hey, check it out. I posted again. Okay? Go with what I just told you. Go with what you know now. Fix it up. Let me rescore it because I have nothing else to do in this 111-degree weather. Oh, so I think that's fair, don't you? Because this is really important. These are fundamental concepts in disciplinary study, which you're a part of now in interdisciplinary studies. You have to get this. You have to get integration. You have to. You have to understand what a discipline is. You have to understand what intradisciplinary, cross-disciplinary, multidisciplinary, interdisciplinary, and transdisciplinary mean. Because that's going to be your bread and butter when you get out there and analyze things and look at things, go to an IDS 302 and things like that and do your work. You're going to be a much better academic, better at whatever you do. You're going to be better at it, okay? Because you'll be able to look at it, not just from, jack of all trades, but understand what it means to be disciplined, to be on the scholarly side, the academy of scholarship, to where you're thinking like a student, an academic. This is what we're doing here, okay? So last thing is, if you want to go further and set up a call with me, let's do it, okay? I'm on the road a lot lately because I stay away from the heat and I drive all the way back in 100 miles, so it sucks, but just for now I'm doing it. So set up a call with me. We'll make it at your convenience, and then we're good. So this is less than 10 minutes. Again, no Easter eggs, but you found out what I said about redoing the main post, right? Okay, I think that's fair. What do you think? Let me know. Alrighty, all right, forks up. Peace out. See ya.